really good with that kind of playstyle wherein instead of being peeled for, he is the one peeling for his team.
Well, let's find out here in game number 1. It feels like a big brick wall is being put up by ONIC here, and they're just hoping that you don't push through.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
There's going to be enough firepower here for Twisted to actually say the otherwise.
Let's see, in the early game, I think this Gatatkacha and the Kimi is a very strong duo in the mid lane. And Super Prince is donning this Purify, which is perfect versus Kaloy. Brusco is there to peel. So it kind of makes me think that maybe it's just Kirk who will have a lot of problems in the early game.
Yeah, especially against a scary lane matchup. And this is with Lansu on the Uranus, who's very willing, as you've seen in historically, very willing to get straight in your face and flicker towards it if need be, just to make things happen.
Yeah. I'm looking at the stats here. 3 wins and 5 losses for King Kong. There was even a time where I would put in my keys to victory for anyone who is facing ONIC Philippines to force the Yi Sun-Shin onto King Kong. And this time, ONIC Philippines willingly took that King Kong. And there you go, Aspirant's Guinevere. Thank you so much, Sensui.
Yep.
There you go.
She's in action. Look at her.
Oh, yeah.
In all
so
her,
good.
In all her anime glory. The others get a Vixana. Nice catch here by Sensui. The Purify, not used just yet. The answer back from Kaloy, taking a little too much damage, flicker and back out.
Yeah, the perks that you get with the Kimi, obviously an unstoppable DPS almost. The moment you lose out on your Tsunami Slam, your Tile Strike, you're sitting duck. So make sure that those hit.
How about that? Some poke coming out from King Kong. And the presence of the battle spells for ONIC Philippines, now available for Super Prince with his Purify, a minute to go for the Revitalize. But for Twisted Minds, they don't have flickers on 2 of their important heroes. And most especially this Kalia from Kaloy.
All right, Turtle now, down to 5th of its health. ONIC can't touch it, not a finger laid.
That's
Twisted Minds is too good at this.
Yeah, that's the advantage you get with a utility jungler. Obviously, you can get a little bit more priority on the turtle if you don't get disrupted before it happens. So obviously King Kong just needs to keep farming so they can have a better mid-game. So I think usually most of the first turtle should go over to that side.
I'm actually so surprised why ONIC did not even bother to fight. I guess the fact that they already utilized their Mountain Shocker for just some pokes in the mid and some forced battle spells from Twisted Minds just prompted them to just farm. And I want to understand, because this is the Guinevere anyways, it's difficult to actually contest 50-50 against the Guinevere. But this is something that King Kong and the gang for ONIC Philippines, that should not happen, especially the 3rd turtle. Maybe they give away the 2nd turtle for farm, but 3rd turtle, they really need to utilize this Yi Sun-Shin, the funneled Yi Sun-Shin.
Funnel Yi Sun-Shin is definitely going to kick in maybe at around minute 7 or something.
A mid-game power
6
spike.
to 7, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping for if you are an ONIC fan, that, you know, King Kong just gets started and doesn't stop going. But it is a bit of a risky scenario considering there are a lot of hard crowd control that can stop him. So if he's not, like, really careful.
Yeah. It's going to be a very quiet game for 2 teams that are really strong when it comes to brawling in the early game.
One of Twisted Mind's main characteristics in Season 16, especially in the first half, what caused them to be #1 is they're just so damn good, micro-wise.
Yeah.
But now suddenly they've evolved. This is their Kakuna, this is their Metapod form, where they're just very disciplined, and we will try new things. Guinevere jungle.
Yeah.
I guess Guinevere's jungle it feels like an experiment, but at the same time, it's Sensui. Like,
Hardened.
Hardened.
That's right.
Yeah. It's something you expect, but you don't necessarily can deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're first to the turtle this time. Super Prince and Brusco at the scene as well. Get spotted by the Mountain Shocker. Lansu puts a beat on the King Kong. Trying to go for it. King Kong gets a steal. And Tui very low. Kaloy taken down. Big knockup. Requiem, but no follow through. As the gold standard takes down Sensui. Brusco closing the exit. Kirk taking down Lansu. The Admiral sinks. That's 3 for ONIC.
He even uses up his flicker, which he could have been used later on. So this turret definitely going to fall very, very shortly, even topside.
They're actually attacking some of the damage so that they can eventually push through the outer turret energy shields, maximizing the bonus gold that they can have in the first 5 minutes of the game.
My God.
And the fact that Twisted Minds have focused their draft with magic damage from the Uranus, from the Kagura, from the Guinevere. And ONIC Philippines just picked up massive, silence ropes that they now have upgraded to 2 radiant armors 5 minutes into the game.
They're basically bulletproof.
Yeah.
But
Oh
not,
my God.
But not exactly bullets, more like stupendos.
Yes. Very
They're Hogwarts proof.
Yes.
Hogwarts proof, which is a risky thing because now it's up to Nosha, right? And if Nosha gets sunk, that's it. So it's really scary. It's because Handcam shows, obviously, Sensui, he's very adept on the Guinevere.
Yeah.
And I love that they're showing off the skin as well. But again, even if you've got a full Violet Requiem, the damage is just going to be null.
There has to be follow-through.
It's going to be strong follow. It's basically just crowd control.
3,000 gold for ONIC Philippines as we are looking at the hand cam.
Experience the victory here for every Madlang gamer with the Infinix GT30, which you can see on their hands.
That's right. I would say for ONIC Philippines, all they needed was one team fight win around the turtle. They have inflated early to 2,000, almost 3,000. Lanzo is able to split for a bit, but it's going to be defended easily by the likes of Kelra and the King Kong.
It's a jab to the 3-hit combo that ONIC has already landed. Kaloy catches Brusco, but Brusco's more than happy to zone out these 4 members. ONIC has a 3K gold lead. I think this turtle has their name written on it. That's the traction pulse thrown out. Kaloy down to 1/3 of his health. Tries to regenerate a little bit, but I think the damage has been done. ONIC collapsing onto this turtle. Sensui gets zoned out by Kelra. Ain't no retribution near the pit as Kinko secures it, taking down Lansu. Another one falls. Kaloy bites it. ONIC PH run through Twisted.
That right
going
there
up to 4K.
is the biggest problem. If you're the retribution holder and you're also the big crowd control guy, oh, that is painful to watch. He's not even there for the steal.
And Brusco just manning up against Twisted Minds with the Radiant armor and the Dreadnought armor. Even when he was held by Kaloy, the second skill coming out from the Kalea, Nosha's damage is not enough. At this point in the game, it seemed like Brusco just tanked through all of it, and then all ONIC had to do was to find where Sensui was. Kelra found him. Not even utilizing so much for ONIC Philippines, they are able to get the turtle, they get 2 kills, and they get so much out of the map. They have pushed 2 turrets up top already.
Yeah, I'm getting vibes of TLPH versus Omega game number 1 here. I know if you guys also feel that. It feels like ONIC is accelerating this point.
Nope.
Twisted Minds might not be able to recover here.
One-sided affair so far for ONIC Philippines as they are taking all of the real estate from Twisted Minds.
Vision is complete. They know where every single Twisted member is. Again, the perks of a Yisun Shin here. Pop that Holy Shield is going to be there. Uses up the Violet Requiem just to clear. That's going to be enough at least for the day.
Yeah.
5K gold lead at the end for ONIC. Seem to be very happy about it.
Brusco as well as Kirk, they have the same amount of items. It just so happens that there's a rumor in this patch that we have on now, Year for Lord 2025. Brusco has more gold compared to Kirk, who has 2, 0, and 2.
As they would say in the young stun of vocabulary, he got a lot of peace.
Lot of peace. Lot of peace. Oh
Yeah.
my God. That's how you know that the roamer is having a good time.
Yeah.
Brusco is 0, 0, and 4 in this game.
That's how I know you guys are not actually old. Because you guys understand what that means.
Again, somebody on this desk is 20 years old.
That's right. Born year 2020.
That's right.
2000. Year 2000.
That's right.
Yeah, sorry.
That's a bit too young, brother. Yeah, it's a little bit too young. So
5?
5 years old, apparently. So we're going into this one with just basically Twisted Minds, hoping for a big ONIC mishap, a big ONIC misstep. I don't think it's gonna happen. Where's the weak point of ONIC here, though?
Okay, the weak point is the fact that if you eliminate King Kong, much of the damage output from ONIC Philippines against turrets will come down. Because you also have to think about Super Prince, who's quietly been just farming. He is 0, 0, and 5, but already up with the Sky Piercer to go with the Glowing Wand, which also adds to the overall problems for Lanzu as the Admiral, the Uranus for Twisted Minds, not having enough damage to put up against ONIC Philippines, but also receiving too much damage against ONIC Philippines.
That's the problem with the Uranus. Your utility is literally I take damage. You're a meat sponge.
That's
Yep.
right.
And all he's been doing to try and keep this gold lead under 8K, under 7K, is split pushing it. And it'll only take him so far. The Lord spawning up top. ONIC has eyes on all the inhibitors. What is he really going to do here?
Yeah, Lanzo's regen is going to be gimped since there's already like anti-heal on the side of ONIC, so you don't expect him to be as tanky as he was a few minutes ago. It's going to be a big different story here. There's still some shielding left. One big boom cleared that wave, but then again, it is only 10 minutes.
Oh, Tsunami Slam finds one. Answering with a Requiem. Kirk falls. The AOG by Brusco. Kelra almost bites it. The clap back from Twisted Minds pushing ONIC out of their base. They keep the inhibitor. A turtle boat thrown at Nausea. Not enough damage from just King Kong alone. The wave keeps crashing in. ONIC wants this inhibitor. Twisted Minds say no.
All right, they've got a lot of good stuff going here. They're able to defend all these minion waves and the Lord.
Good punish up to Kirk, obviously, for the side of Twisted Minds. That is the first Lord. A step in the right direction for Twisted Minds. The fact that they did not lose their inhibitor turret top is going to be important because the next Lord number 2, is going to be spawning into the bottom lane.
Yeah, by the way, that's their first kill of the game, in case you guys are tracking.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Lanzu.
Oh my
Too much here. The
goodness.
flicker. The concentration. The heals from the Kalia keep him alive.
Again, it's cut in half, but it's enough to keep him out.
Yep.
But he needed to use the flicker. That's what I'm talking about. He's just not as tanky as he was before.
And also, this is the gold lane CC that actually rocks a War Axe to go with the Hunter Strike. Typically, you just pick up the War Axe and you go for defensive items, but this is a gold lane CC that can output the damage.
He is pain. Might even build a halberd by the looks of it. Kaloi jumps in, finds one, and answered with another Requiem and a final slash. Not going to save Twisted Minds. Actually going to put him into more danger. They lose the midnight. In comes the Admiral, blasting King Kong. Sean, a little too close for comfort. That's a double kill. One more for Super Friends. Are you going to give him the Savage? They're on the base. Nausea and Shinsui left. That's another final slash. Nausea down. It's a wipeout. The Super Fam are going to take game 1.
Could have been another Savage here, but they're happy.